Welcome back, everyone. Here we are, extended access list. That's what we're going to do now when we get inside the lab. Take a look at your topology. Take a look at it. This is what I mean that Cisco is making you think. All right, so I'm not going to give away anything. Let's go inside and get this done. All right, extended ACLs. So with extended ACLs, we know already that we can use source and destination IPs. We can use protocols such as TCP, IP, ICMP, IGMP, things of that nature, HTTP. Well, those more, that'll be more of a port number. But you have more flexibility with an extended access list. Now, one of the things that you need to be careful when taking your exam is that if you look at this topology, you wouldn't have an issue, right? Let's say I tell you, all right, I want to block PC1 from accessing the finance server through web access, okay? I don't want them to have web access to the finance server. So he can ping it, but I just want him to have web access. Okay, he can do anything else but web access. All right, and everybody else has all sorts of access to the finance server. On this topology wouldn't be an issue because you can follow what the book states. It says an extended access list is nearest the source, which would be right here. Because these are the two only, and this is the only enter point to this particular network. And then you get out. But what if you have some remote network? And let me see, let me put an actual WIC card. Oh, wait a minute. I want to make sure that this is, before I turn anything off, not hot swappable. All right, let me put a WIC 2T card in there. Oops. All right, so we can connect it to that cloud. And we turned it on already. Go to the CLI. Let's make sure everything's there. But we're going to have a connection there. All right, so one of the things that Cisco is doing, which is very good, it's making you think. So they're giving you not complex topologies, but they're giving you topologies that you say, well, where should I actually place this access list? It may not be what the book says. So let's say we can connect this. Let's use the good old lightning bolt here to take out all the guesswork for us. Awesome. All right, so now we have two entry points into this particular network. Now we may have an issue. Because if I'm telling you that this is the only PC, okay, I'm denying this PC and this PC only web access to this finance server, everybody else can ping. Oh, let's make it even better. Let's make it even better. I only want, let's make it even more stringent. I only want PC1 to have web access. How about that? I only want PC1 to have web access to the finance server. Nobody else can have web access to the finance server. But everybody can ping. Everybody can do anything else, but the only one that's allowed to have web access is PC1. Okay? So let's build that. And now you have to take in consideration that you have two entry points into this network. So you need to consider, where am I going to apply this? So let's do the access list first. Extended access list. Let's maximize this. Config T. Access list. 100 within the range. Permit host 192.168.1.2. I believe that's its IP address. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, it is. Okay, so permit host 192.168.1.2 to host 1.1.1.1 which is the finance server. I'll use a wildcard mask since I already put the IP address. So you either put, oh no, I put host, didn't I? Okay, I didn't even see that. All right. So I'm doing access list 100, making it extended. I'm going to permit, oh, I forgot TCP. All right, this is the protocol that we're permitting, TCP. From this host to this host, source, destination, and then which port are we going to use? EQ80. So I'm permitting that. I am permitting that particular host to be able to access that finance server through port 80. But I'm going to deny everybody else. Access -list 100, deny TCP. Any means anybody to host 101.101 if they're trying to go through port 80. So I am permitting just that one host, denying all the other hosts port 80, and then the final line, access -list 100, will be a permit any permit TCP or permit IP, I should say, any suite, any source, any destination. So they can do anything else, any part of the IP suite protocol, any source, any destination address. Now, where do we apply it? That's the thing. That's where a lot of people get messed up because they're just reading the book and the book is saying, hey, an extended access list, since you're being very specific, you can do it at the source, but you need to consider that there's an entry point here. So if you apply it here, whoever's coming in through this cloud into this router, it's bypassing that particular access list. So you need to place it right here at the funnel in the out direction, because the packets are going to come in and then you just get them coming out. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's get back on the router. And that's F00. So let's go interface, F0/0, IP access group 100. And it's going which direction? Out. Do WR. Okay. Let's see. Now this is the only one that's permitted. So let's give them a try. Port 80, our little handy dandy web server there, or web browser. 101.101, and I get the Cisco packet tracer. Awesome, that's the web page. Good to go. That's supposed to happen. But it ain't supposed to happen with nobody else. So if I do that here, I should get a request timeout. I should not be able to get to that finance server through port 80. Okay, request timeout. But can I ping it? Did I lose total connectivity to it? That's up arrow? No, I can still ping it. So my access list apparently is working. Let's try this now. 1.1.1.1. He should also get a request timeout. Request timeout. All right, and then can we ping it? Let's do an up arrow. Sure can. So our access list that we did is working, right? It's 3 lines permitting a particular host, denying everybody else to that host via that port number, and then permitting everything else from the IP suite to any source and any destination, most specific to most general. And again, it goes line by line by line, analyzing who is it that's trying to get out of this router, line by line by line. Once you make a match, then it stops. So definitely extended access list is a good way to go because you can be very specific in what you want to deny. You can deny port 80. You can deny port 23 for telnet. You can deny port 22 if you don't want them to SSH. You can deny, remote desktop. You can deny all host of different things using your access list. Not to mention in a real world environment, you're going to have firewalls and you're going to create policies and you have Active Directory, that you have GPOs. So it's going to be a web of security that you're going to implement in your network. But for certification purposes, if you're asked to do something like this, think, think. Take a look at what the topology is saying and what they're trying to make you do. If they mention a port number or a protocol, that means you know you're doing an extended access list. If they're just saying, hey, deny this guy to over here is a standard access list. Unless they say, hey, I want you to use a standard access list to prevent or deny telnet. Well, then you got to do what we just did in the standard access list for telnet, right? You apply it to the telnet lines using the access class command. But this is an example of what you may see, something similar to that in your certification and maybe out there in the real world as well. All right, that you only want certain access through a certain ports to a particular server and host. Okay, so there you go. That's your extended access list. Okay, then we're good to go. You saw how we went against the rules, didn't we? We created an extended access list that's supposed to be nearest the source, which is this is the source on this side, but we never applied it here. We applied it there. And the reason being, we have more than one entry point into the router. And I cannot drill that enough into your head. Now, the examinations, the certifications, they're holding a lot of weight, which is great because they're making you think now out of the box. Yes, you know the concepts. Yes, you know that an extended access list based on what the book says is nearest the source, but it all depends on the design of your network. Because if you were to place it here, like I explained in the lab, then when somebody from here is coming in, that will not get judged by that particular access list. It will just go on through. And the whole point was permitting web access to this particular web server from one PC. Everybody else is denied web access, and then they can ping or do anything else they want to the server, but they just can't have web access. But if they don't get critiqued by that access list because it's over here, they can do whatever they want. So you need to apply it at the funnel. That was the whole point of this particular lab, to think out of the box, not to contradict the book or anything like that, just to make you think. All right, and that's what Cisco's doing in their certs. See you in the next one.